Guess who's back? Back again. I'm not going to do this song anymore because I'll get copyrighted. What's going on, guys? Disney Dan here. Welcome back into the channel and welcome to Disney Fiasco episode. Can't believe I'm doing this. 140 episodes, and it's going to be a Dan rant episode. It might not be as much of a Dan rant as you might think, but there are things that I need to talk about and things that you've probably seen in the thumbnail that I will need to talk about. But I needed some people here to help me get through this. So I've recruited. I'm like Nick Fury recruiting the Avengers, but unfortunately none of them showed up. So I got these amazing, wonderful people. We have from my left, right, whatever it is. We got the freak, Carlos, Disney World freak. What's up, brother?
I'm not the real Slim Shady. I'm just Shady Carlos. That's all I am. I'm just the other
Shady Carlos. Is that going to be your new nickname now? I'm going to just call you Shady Carlos.
It might be. Yeah, it might be the Shady Carlos. It might be.
Oh gosh, good to see you, brother. Welcome in.
Yeah, you too, man. Welcome back.
Over on the far corner, we got my brother, my partner channel, Walt from Mouse Talk. What is up, my brother?
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here. We're going to have fun tonight.
We're going to have fun tonight. I just want to quickly say, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Look, Dan's live.
Am I? Okay.
I just got a notification.
Oh, good. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, Walt and I will be back for our Disney movie review of Davy Crockett, the King of the Wild. Davy Crockett, King
of the Wild Frontier.
That song has been stuck in my head for 2 days. And
only
we have two wonderful women here joining us this evening. We have my laughing criminal. We know if she's here, our cheeks are going to her. We got Kelly from the Mickey Bunch.
So happy to be here, Dan, and we're all going to have hurting cheeks by the end, apparently. So it's going to be awesome.
Yes, our facial cheeks are going to be hurting a lot by the end of this.
I'm glad you clarified.
Yes, facial cheeks.
Always a good time. Always a good time.
And if you know that if there's anyone who may think of the other way and think of innuendos and stuff like that, we know that someone who will break into laughter will be the wonderful Tina from Team Marie Space. What is it, Tina? You are muted.
Story of my life.
Dan, you ruined it, Dan. We could have kept it going for a while.
Hello, Dan. Welcome back. Thank you for having me. That's what I said.
Oh gosh, good to see everybody. We have a great cast here tonight. I just want to say thank you for bearing with me over the last couple of weeks. It's just been a crazy couple of weeks with me going on vacation, a much needed vacation. Hannah and I went away. We did some axe throwing, and no, she didn't decapitate me. Otherwise, I would have been headless today. And we saw some dolphins in England, out of all places. Who would have thought you would see dolphins in England? If you have me on Facebook, you'll see some of the pictures. It was pretty cool. But we needed a much needed vacation. We actually ate proper fish and chips, not the stuff you get at, was it King Crown, whatever it is, Rose and Crown, whatever it is. We had proper fish and chips from the South Coast. It was pretty delicious. And then last week I was meant to go live, but it took me 12 hours to drive home when it was only meant to take me 6. So I was very, very tired. So I didn't manage to go live last week, but we're back. We're good. But before we get started, I want to see who's in the chat. We have the wonderful James Ryan, member of the channel. He always says live from London. It's Saturday night or Sunday morning in my case. We got Horace Cork. Welcome into the stream. First time here. Thank you for being here. We got Melissa from Mouse Talk. How are you doing, Melissa? Hope you're doing well. And I hope you had a wonderful birthday. It was Melissa's birthday this week. So happy birthday to Melissa. We have Super Fluffy Yeti. Welcome into the stream. We got Jean. Welcome into the stream as well. This guy, Disney World Freak, is in the chat as well. Suzanne is here. Welcome in, Suzanne. I know her. She's really awesome. Debbie Bernfeld, welcome.
Can you introduce her to me?
What?
Can you introduce that awesome Suzanne to me?
Yeah. So Suzanne is a person in the chat, and she has a Walt Disney World Cinderella Castle profile, and I think you should, just send her a message. I don't know.
I like awesome Suzanne.
Carlos, you look like you have Mickey ears behind you.
I need to
it
Right
does,
there, right there,
it
no, right there. There it is, man. You rock, brother. Right there, look at you. That's awesome. Oh boy.
Oh gosh, Samantha Lowe, welcome in. We got D Hazel, welcome in. D Hazel, good to see you. Christine Hickman, member of the channel, thank you for being here as well. We got Tina in the chat as well. Welcome in, everybody. So good to see you. Oh gosh, we are back. We are back, everybody. I'm excited.
Not too low.
The shenanigans are already starting.
Okay.
So shall I just dive in? Shall I just get started? Shall I just go for it? Because there's a lot of things I want to get off my chest. Because while I've been away, there's been a bit of change. And if there's one thing that Disney fans absolutely love, it's change. Isn't that right, Carlos?
I do. I got plenty of it here. Oh, you don't mean that change?
Oh, no, I think Disney likes that kind of change as well. Let me tell you.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
well,
Tina's
Tina's got
just dropping
bills.
money everywhere.
How can you not buy party tickets if you got bills hanging around the desk? I don't understand.
They're all
I don't understand.
$1.
I can't buy party tickets. Jason won't let me, but she's got money floating around.
This is
I
less
was
of a
joking about
deposit
change.
than the
It was my dumb
$25.
buttons.
We got Meg from Mickey's Magic. Welcome in, Meg, partner channel. Go check out her channel. She's absolutely wonderful what she does. And her running Disney events when her group of run Disney events family there is really awesome as well. So go check out Meg. Walt loves change. He loves all the new live action movies too. That's what Meg says. But I'm sure that's not true.
No, that's not true at all.
But if there's one thing that Disney fans love, it is change. And I want to get into the elephant in the room, guys. I want to get into the big elephant in the room. You've seen on the thumbnail. It's been everywhere. But Disney, I want to get everyone's thoughts on this, but Disney have gotten rid of Pog Juice. That's the big headline story.
I don't know what that
You
is.
see it in the thumbnail. You see it
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, it's pineapple, orange, guava.
Can I just say?
And where do they serve it at?
They said it everywhere.
They sell it. Whispering Canyon, The Wave, Polynesian
Trails
at the
End.
Ohana, Trails End.
Disney Nerd Herders, thank the Phoenicians. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Big Matt, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hi, Big
Suzanne,
Matt.
Carlos is
Suzanne's just catching up.
is lined up perfectly to my
That's
puzzle
all
on
right,
the wall.
Suzanne. Obviously, Suzanne's not watching.
You're already there.
We said that 10 minutes ago.
They already picked on me.
But here's the thing, right? You know, you get up at Disney in the morning. If you have like a sit-down meal, I love going to Trails End. I think it's just the most amazing place for breakfast. It's good value. And I ask, can I have
Not
a bit of your
anymore.
moonshine, please? And their moonshine is not actually moonshine. It's this Pog juice. And it's just the most delicious drink. It is so good. And it's so simple with the guava, passion fruit, and was it orange juice? The other one? No. What is it?
It's actually pineapple, orange juice, and guava.
I mean, how good is that? I mean,
So
Paul,
good. You can make it at home. Equal parts. So good.
Paul Engel, welcome into the stream. Good to see you, brother. I miss. Bless you, Tina. Bless you, Tina. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Bless you. We didn't hear a thing.
No, because I saw her doing the action, so I thought I'd. But
Oh my gosh.
you okay?
God bless you.
Yeah.
I just want to say I was going to put up a poll, but I'm going to miss this Pog juice. I know you can make it at home, but it's not the same, right? It's not the same. If you make Mickey pancakes at home, they're not going to be Mickey pancakes. Like they're just Mickey pancakes that you've attempted to make Mickey pancake look like.
I don't know.
Like,
have you ever tried to make Mickey pancakes? Mine are pretty darn good. Just saying.
Mine too. Pretty fantastic.
well,
But
we all
I
need
think
to
it's the
go to their
atmosphere.
houses.
Yeah, the atmosphere adds to it. A little dash of.
Yeah, you just
Disney
need the
magic.
Mickey sprinkles. You need, and the same with the Mickey waffles. But the Pog juice was always something that I would always like have in the morning if I was sitting down at a Disney breakfast. I don't know, because I like my coffee, but I love.
I'm glad
my
you
juices.
finished that part.
Why? Do you
do we
not?
know-
Do you not agree?
No, I'm glad you finished because you said if I'm sitting down, he doesn't like it standing. I'm glad you had breakfast.
I'll drink it standing up. Let me tell you. Like, it's
10, not even 11 minutes in, and we've already started. This is good.
Oh,
it
Tina,
went
it's
completely
time
over
way
my
before
head.
you showed up, sweetie.
Oh, I missed it then.
Magic of the Mouse Radio. Good to see you guys. Please go check out Magic of the Mouse Radio. We have a lot of people who are on Magic of the Mouse Radio. Walter's on, I believe you're on Magic of the Mouse Radio, doing your Kingdom
Clubhouse.
Kingdom Clubhouse. I should know
You
that.
pay attention, Dan.
Right?
Hey, it's 12 minutes.
Whatever. Move on.
It's 12 minutes past 12 at night. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not used to this. I've been off for two weeks. Not that I have really an excuse most times, but go check out those guys.
All right. We love you.
But it's just not the same. Like, I'm gonna miss this Pog Juice, and that's the biggest change I feel like, that's happened. That's really like upset me since the loss of the Great Movie Ride. Should I just drop the mic there, or?
You're comparing Pug
Thanks
Juice
for coming,
to the-
guys.
I mean,
I
Pog Juice, I get it. Pog Juice is amazing. And I know they said something about like the distributor wasn't available. Why don't they make their own? Like, because it's so good and it's so like just sad? Disney. It's so sad.
AJC Magic TV, welcome in, Amy. Good to see you. Isn't it sad that you find out that actually Disney weren't making it? It was some person in a bottle.
Right. I thought, yes. I was like,
wasn't it Tropicana?
Was it Tropicana?
Wasn't it Tropicana that was making it?
Pamela Hoffman, welcome in. I mean, as long as it's not Dasani or Not So Smart, then that's all that matters, really, I guess. So, because why would you pay for that stuff? Karen Cook, welcome in. Just stopped in to quick say hello. I am at a play. Starts at 7:30. Well, enjoy your play. Captain Akron, welcome in. Good to see you, brother. Welcome in.
Cap.
The water is free, Daniel, at Disney. But it's not filtered water. It's tap water, and it's not necessarily the best tasting water.
But what you can do is go to a supermarket, get one of those filtered water bottles, and then just pour the free water into the filtered bottle.
Just saying,
I mean,
if you get it at Starbucks, though, it is filtered.
Yeah. And you get it in Trenta size, which is like amazing.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Everybody says that, and it's true. If you go to Starbucks, it's filtered, it's Trenta size, and that. But do you want to go wait in that line just for water?
Yeah.
I am so cheap.
Really?
Yes, I do.
No, listen, I'm just as cheap, and I will go get my free water at any of the quick service restaurants. My point is, and Walt just said it, it doesn't taste that good, but I'll take it over waiting in line at a Starbucks just to get a free water. Now, granted, if Suzanne's going to get one of her drinks, yes, babe, grab me a water.
Yeah, we'll
But
buy
I am not waiting in that line for a free water.
We get a case of water.
Those lines are
right. Getting a case from Walmart or Target or whatever it is, I'm totally fine with people doing that. Like since I started this whole thing, people have like had me on like plaques of like trying to like go on riots to say like Dan hates people who drink out of bottled water. I don't hate people who drink out of bottled water.
Who says that? Who says that?
I've had private direct messages on the Twitter who've sent me those things, and
really? Not quite.
and I've said I don't hate people who drink out of bottled water.
Yeah,
I just don't like it when people spend $5 on a not so smart water in Disney when you can get a case.
He's actually trying to help
the same
folks.
Exactly. I'm doing good rather than bad. I don't know. Just don't buy the not so smart water at Disney because you could get like a pin for it, or Tina obviously didn't like.
Going. See, she likes to buy.
I've really upset Tina now. She was a hardcore bottled.
She's
fanatic.
telling Jay how we can buy party tickets.
Nice going,
we can drink water from the faucet.
We do that.
Just drink water.
Our water's pretty clean here. I mean, I drink it out of the faucet. No. This is all faucet water. That doesn't sound very appetizing, doesn't it?
I used to like faucet water.
Yeah.
What does the free water at Disney?
Actually, when you're really, really thirsty and you need a drink and you're so parched, that stuff is like the fountain of youth water. It's so refreshing and good, and it makes you younger too, apparently, because I just said fountain of youth, which has nothing to do with refreshing water. But anyways.
You also said parched in water, so That has nothing too much. You know what we're talking about.
I love how I run to you guys speechless for like a minute because you're like, what the heck did she just say? Yeah, that's...
I should not go.
Well, because everybody's on their other device muted. Translate, please. What the heck, Tina?
We should all go around the circle and say that phrase, parched water, because that's how I say it, parched water. Because, you know.
I'm not, yeah. I was going to attempt your accent, Dan, and then my brain was like,
oh, no,
don't
you should. I want to hear this.
No way.
Don't worry, there's only, I think, only one other person in the chat who is actually British who won't take offense to this. And that's, I think, D. Hazel.
And if she subscribed to me, she will no longer be subscribed to me because it's that bad. So, yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, that's the one thing I wanted to get off my chest. The other thing I wanted to get off my chest...
I'm sorry to hear about the juice, Dan.
I've never had it.
What?
It's so good. Make it at home. Pineapple, orange, guava, equal parts. Amazing.
Yeah, it's good. It is good.
And you need the certain amount of ice cubes. You need 3 ice cubes, no more, no less. And that's it. That's what you need.
Is it with like Scotch? Is it with like Scotch where you got to drop the ice from a certain height?
You know when they say you should have your drink on the rocks? That's exactly how you should have it. You should have like a bed of rocks, right? Good sized rocks, individually placed with ice cubes, and then have your glass on it, and then put your pog juice in it.
Oh, I thought you meant like standing on rocks. Like I'll go stand on a rock and
you can stand on the rocks if you want. You can sit or stand and drink it. I don't know. Kay Atwood, welcome in. So good to see you. Don't need to apologize for being late. Just so good to see you. At least, you know, I hope they change it. They could have had. I don't understand why, if they had pog juice, why in Galaxy Edge they just didn't have porg juice. Who wouldn't want a porg juice?
Me.
That'd be great. No.
Well, where are they getting that juice from?
I don't know. Well, they got blue milk and green milk, so I don't know. We all know where the green milk is from. If you got the Last Jedi.
They're milking the porgs like Tina tries to milk cucumbers.
Okay, I was just going to say, if we're going to talk about milk and pogs, I'm leaving. Pogs, pogs. How do you even say this thing? I got Carlos's accent in my head now.
Have you ever watched Star Wars? It's a porg.
Yeah, but I just can't say it, bro.
Wait, James goes, come on, if we are going to rant, let's get to the main event and start fretting about the juice. Sheesh. I mean, this is the main thing I'm going to rant about. So John Surfer, welcome in. No, I have one other thing I want to get off my chest. And it's not as comedic as maybe the porg juice. I'm going to call it porg juice from now on, but because you know, I love those little bird things. Rod Priester, welcome in. Good to see.
And don't ask us how we milk porgs to get the juice, but we do. Go ahead.
You know when they do that?
That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. They're filling up our jugs.
Thing is, me describing you, like telling you this story is only going to make The Last Jedi better. So,
it's going to take a lot more than that to make that movie better.
To be fair, Walt, I cannot wait for us to review Last Jedi because it's going to be just insane. We'll
have to have Meg on for that one.
Oh, that'd be great. I think we should just have open invite for anyone for that one. All right, let's get on to the elephant in the room. The main elephant, the Dumbo in the room.
Where is he? There he is.
Tina McNeil, welcome into the stream. Great to see you. The Last Jedi is amazing to me. Walt doesn't agree. I'm kind of on the fence, down the middle. But come, she's threatening. She goes, "Come at me." Well, we'll see. So change. Disney fans, like Star Wars fans, are like the most passionate fans. Like they, you know, Star Wars, Disney, like everyone is so passionate about everything. And people hate change. And obviously, we've had this big change of this Genie Plus and Genie and whatever it is, and. You know, I've been, you know, quite reserved. As some of you may know, I'm quite sort of vocal on Twitter. There are people who are maybe a bit more vocal, but I'm not going to say names. But it's only a good thing because I think it's only good to speak out and reflect your opinion. But I wanted to discuss change. And, you know, look, I think out of all of us, I think... Kelly and I, and Walt, we've probably been in this community the longest, and Tina, you have been as well, and Carlos been here for about 18 months, nearly nearly coming up to 2 years. So we've been in this community a long time. Meg's been here for a long time. Tina McNeil, and there's a few others here in the chat. And you can agree that the Disney community and Disney as a whole has changed massively. And a lot of stuff has changed. People have changed. Disney parks have changed. Everything has changed. And we are exceptionally passionate about the thing that we love. And when something like this happens, like this Disney Genie Plus things happen, it can go one of two ways. And I think that people sometimes, not saying everybody, but some people are quite sort of maybe apprehensive, maybe a bit negative on what's to come, because people like, what they had, free fast passes. There are a load of people who absolutely love that. I know the two gentlemen on this row would rather demolish it. Totally fair, totally fine. For me, I'm always on the fence about everything, but what can I say? But you're doing your high five shenanigans. I think what is missing for this, for me personally, this is just me, and this is my rant, is we are losing the reason why I come to these streams and the reason why I come to vlogs and stuff is because people are less and less, not positive, but like people, I think, are a bit more sort of apprehensive about things that are going on. There are a lot of people out there who maybe are a bit sort of, afraid about what's going to happen. And I try and sort of stay out of it, because for me, I think some of you may know, a couple of years ago was going through a really hard time. And I used Disney to get away from it all. It was a good thing for me to be positive. It was a good thing to sort of make myself happy and not suffering from whatever I was doing. And it's a good way for me to get away from work. It might be the same for people, in the chat or here. Like, it's a good way to get away from work, get away from just your life. It's a good way to just relax and enjoy something that we love. And over the last couple of weeks, I've felt that I need more of it. I'm feeling less connected to Disney as a brand because of all the change. And I feel like as a community, we need to be more positive and more just loving the brand instead of, crapping it on it all the time. I know there are things that we don't like, and it's okay to voice those opinions. But I think we should, take it as, right, okay, things are changing. It might not be the right way, but we just got to say, right, it's not like we're not going to go. We are going to go. We are big, hardcore Disney fans. There are people who, I'm going on to my rant because I'm not breathing now. There are people in the world who don't even get to go to Disney. There are people who, you look at the news right now, and I'm not going to go into it, but there are people who are in a situation right now who would dream to come to Disney. And I think we are so lucky as a community to be in a situation where we can go to Disney and we can enjoy this thing that we love. Okay, we have these things like Pog Juices going away. Big whoop, but you don't need to scream about it on Twitter. You don't need to, shout at people, because it's only going to cause more debate. And yeah, okay, a debate is good, but when it continues on and on and on, I think for some people who find it hard with that kind of stuff, it's hard for people. So yes, this is a rant, but it's like, I just want people to be more positive and to enjoy Disney as Disney instead of, always complaining about it. And I know people are going to have different opinion, and this is just my opinion, and I don't want anybody to have any different thoughts of me as a person. I think that's also one reason why I haven't been doing Fiasco as much recently. I have felt a little bit less connected to Disney because it's been something that I have I felt a bit disconnected. And I want to bring more of that back into the community instead of I want people to come closer rather than expanding. And I feel like it has been expanding a long time, and I want to bring that together. So I don't know. I know it's corny. I know it's cheesy, but that's my rant. But,
I love it. I love it. I love it. Amen.
I don't know. I just...
Preach it, Dan.
Yeah, if I offended it, I'm really sorry about that. But you know, I just had to say something because it's just been something on my mind for the last couple of weeks. You know, will I like Genie Plus? I don't know. I haven't used it. No one's used it yet. I can't make a decision on it. But you just gotta just take it as it is, go with it, run with it, and just move on from it. I mean, you know, I'm still going to be able to have my Dole Whip. That's the main thing.
I've you know, originally was a Disneylander, and we had, and if you go to Disney Parks blog or you watch their 14-minute video, they reference something called Max Pass quite a bit, and I'm quite familiar with Max Pass, and absolutely loved it. I mean, it was so efficient, so fantastic, easy to do. There was really no ride you could not ride any day. And so while I know this new Genie Plus isn't identical to Max Pass, I definitely feel like it can be a tool to help you manage your day, to get the most out of your Disney day that you've paid your dollars for. So I'm sure, you know, it's Disney technology. There's going to be some, you know, things going on, but, you know, in the end, you know, you still get to go to Disney and you still get to ride rides and have a Dole Whip and have a Disneyland corn dog at the Sleepy Hollow. So, you know, it's a good life. So I agree.
I just want to quickly say a few hellos to the chat. Chris from Dad Bills, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. And RobFuz, welcome in, brother. If you haven't checked out my partner channel, RobFuz, please go do so. King of Retro himself. But no, Meg's right. People will find a problem with literally anything. I think we still love it no matter what happens in the parks or not. Yeah. I think you are right. Absolutely.
Hey, Dan, let me say something real fast. I'm sorry, Carlos. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll jump in.
No, it's not even on that subject. We're lucky to have Dan. And Dan, we don't like change in this community. And if you go anywhere on Saturday nights, there's going to be a revolt. So I'm just letting you know now that Disney Fiasco is not going anywhere for another 140 episodes. Or you better pick another night, because this is how I got started in this community, is because of the guy all the way over there to the left. And he's
the thing is, the last time...
I'm not kidding either. It was his stream that made me decide to stream.
Here's the thing: the last time you guys revolted, you won. So I guess there's no winning from my side anyway.
You're not going anywhere.
That's true. That's true. No, but what you said is right, and what Meg has said is right. We're all gonna. I love that term. We're all gonna the B word and complain, but we all love Disney. We're all gonna go back, and I'll tell you this much. That's one thing about this community, and it's happened. I think today was the second time that Dan has literally called me out on his own stream, because I am the guy that goes on Twitter. I am the guy that goes on Twitter and rants and says unfiltered things on Twitter and Facebook. But that the great thing is, no matter what, Dan or even Walt, because me and Walt had a great debate last week on another channel, we're still going to like each other. We're still going to be there for each other. We're still going to love Disney together. You know, Walt and I are going to hang out in November. You know, Dan, when you come over, I've already said it, I will fly down to hang out with you.
Yeah.
It's you know, but it keeps us going. I, for one, am one of those that, yes, love to go off. But that's my thing. I love to go. Dan, you take it completely different. It's not your thing. You prefer to be more positive than what I am. And that's your thing. But the great thing is, I can still be me. You can still be you. You might even say something about me, or I might say something about you, but we'll still be there for each other.
Absolutely.
We'll still, you know, we're big supporters of all of us.
You're outspoken and that kind of stuff because you are so passionate about Disney and you want things to be run in a perfect way, which is totally.
I'm just a cheap son of a gun, and I don't want to pay for anything else that I don't have to, and I'm fed up with it already. I mean, let's be honest with you.
And that's why
I don't want to pay no more.
Space Mountain Dave, welcome in. Good to see you.
I don't want to pay.
Hi, Dave.
Disney down for Disney Prime Minister. You don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that.
Well, it's like, look, when it comes to, I did an 1.5-hour show on what I thought about the whole Disney Genie Plus. And if you want to go back and watch it. I think it was a fun show. It was a good show. I think that everybody has to take that step back breathe for a second, think about it, and don't react to it. Let's dig deeper into what it is. I mean, ultimately, I don't think the ones that are really PO'd about this are the people that have been to Disney. Those that don't know any better, the newbies, they're not going to know any better.
No.
They don't know any better. They're going to Disney for the first time. Oh, we have to pay to get Fast Pass? Oh, cool. It's only $15. Mm-hmm. Okay, no problem. I get to go to the front of the line. Cool. I'm going to do it. They don't know any better. They haven't been before. Who's PO'd? Us. We're the ones that are well, I'm not. It doesn't matter to me. But we have to take a step back. Disney is not, I've said it 1,000 times. They're a for-profit company. They're there to make money.
Yeah, they're a business.
They're there to make money, and they're going to find. I'm surprised that they haven't done this sooner. Universal has an express pass where you can get unlimited all day long. Yeah. And guess what's not included in that? All day. You can't do the Velocicoaster and you can't do Hagrid's. The two biggies at that park you can't do. And they don't allow it. And it's $89.
But it's like that everywhere.
$109 for if you want the whole day thing. It's
listen,
I don't think it's as
it's not as bad. It's not. And you look at everywhere in the world, right?
But Dan, remember too, you know what else makes it not that bad? You still have an option. You don't have to do it.
Absolutely. You don't have to do it.
The ones that bother me are the ones I have to do. I have to pay for parking. Yeah. I now got to pay $300 for a value resort. Those are the ones that irritate me, are the ones I have to deal with. These are optional. You know what I'm saying? The Christmas party being $200 for 4 hours or the after hours event. Those types are the ones that really infuriate me. These types where they're optional, I have an option. I don't have to do these.
Meg says it's kind of fun to jokingly rant about things that don't really matter when they are real and serious things that are going on in the world. Sometimes it's good and fun. It is true. I mean, I think Walt, you are right, and there are things, paying for parking and all that kind of stuff. It's completely changed how I'm going to approach my Disney trip. I'm still going to go. Like, for me, most likely we're going to stay off property. To get from where we stay in Kissimmee to, say, Magic Kingdom, we'll get an Uber to the Contemporary, and we'll just walk over from the Contemporary.
Read James.
It's going to be $15.
Read his comment.
Right. James Ryan. Dan, I'm with you. I enjoy positivity, but following your logic, Sam Adams. Oh, God, I'd have to pay the tea tax. We'll be still Commonwealth possession. There would have been.
Can I say something on that? It's not the same thing. That's real life, huge things. This is Disney. It's not the same.
Well, can we just really pause here? Because there's something that we really should have been, ranting about for 2 years. I mean, something really important. Like the flip and change of Pirate Red in the Pirates of the Caribbean. Can we just get behind that, please? I mean, that's something that really matters.
Let's just go at it. Why did they change Camp Mini Mickey to Pandora? Let's just go there. Why not? Let's just go there. Why did they change? Oh no, this is gonna real rattle some feathers. Why did we have to change to Maelstrom to those two frozen little sisters right there?
I'm with you there. Why? Forget about the blonde and look, eyes.
Well, I can just say I'm Team Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I'm glad that railway ran right over that movie ride, James Ryan. Anyway, go ahead.
Gosh. Meg says yes, it's optional for us. Pass.
There we go.
He's gone.
Did she just say she don't want? No.
Oh my God.
Gosh, it's upside down. Yes, also for us pass holders.
We watched the redhead dog.
Or have been on rides hundreds of times. We don't need anything every trip. Yeah, that's true. Geek out with Melly Mel. Welcome in, Mel. Good to see you.
We don't have to get rid of Kelly. I'm with you. I love Runaway Railway. But did we have to get rid of great movie
I'm
rides?
just kidding. I don't.
Honestly, Maelstrom to get frozen. We have a lot of room in
Florida. Wait, Kelly. Don't forget Carlos is here. Do we really need to put Princess and the Frog where Splash Mountain is?
I am team putting something on Tom Sawyer's Island.
Did we have to get rid a Flight of the Moon for Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin? Like, seriously? I mean, just
It's all about IP, man.
Exactly. It's all about IP. Yes, we got Frozen. I mean, that's just how it is. Super Fluffy Yeti says, I'm scared to hear the uproar that will happen when they update the final scene in Carousel of Progress. Yeah, I know,
think
right?
That's a legitimate comment. I agree. If that isn't, that could really put a lot of people upset.
Hey, Sai, good to see you. Welcome. And guys, Sai is awesome. She's a big follower of Walt and I. And
I think they should totally keep the 1980s end of the scene at Carousel of Progress, because that feels like the future.
It's just, it's just like, I don't know. Avery, welcome in. Good to see you.
But don't you guys find it? But don't you find it fascinating when you go back and you look at old things and what they consider the future? I'll give you a quick reference. Anybody has ever seen Escape from New York? Kurt Russell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The future New York City, where New York is all a jail.
Kurt
You know
Russell.
what year that was in the future? 2010. Go watch the movie. It's 2010 in the future. It's so hilarious.
But what about Back to the Future Part 2?
Right, exactly.
Back to the Future.
2015.
Yep.
Right, exactly.
Jaws 17, 18.
But would you go back and change those movies because of that now? Let's go change those movies.
I wouldn't change Jaws 4, though.
Waiting for my hoverboard. Please, thank you.
You can get them, but they have wheels. So
yeah.
Which doesn't make them hover. But
I'm sorry, Carousel of Progress. If you change the last scene, you need to figure out how to change the rest of them. Start it in the 40s then if you want, or in the 50s, whatever. If you're going to move everything, that last scene up to 2030 or 2040 or 2050, then you need to change the other scenes. So yeah, I am going to be one of those that, don't touch it, because it works from when the show starts to when it ends.
You
can't start it where it starts, and all of a sudden it's like, we go from the 1970s or whatever it was, like 60s, 70s, and now it's 2050.
Right, but the turn of the century to when that, but the turn of the century to around that time was the biggest progress, at least in American history, of when we really hit the industrial age and really had major progress. And that's what Walt was trying to show. He was trying to show that at the turn of the century, we went from 50 cars in this country to 50,000, and instead of kerosene lamps to electrical lamps. It was major progress during that 100 years. It's true.
Yeah, it's just I think it's and it's kind of funny we're talking about the Carousel of Progress while we're on the topic of change. We are talking about it, which is kind of weird how we're talking about it, but I'm gonna pull the Walt Disney card. What did Walt Disney say? Disneyland will never be complete. It's all about change. And that's what we're going to be experiencing. Yeah, we might not like it. Yeah, we're going to be upset that Horizons has gone over and we get Mission, Space. I know I pulled that card because Rob's in the chat, but still, like, it's, we just have to adapt our Disney vacation. I'm going to have to make those changes, but I'm still going to go. I'm still going to
but Dan,
enjoy.
Sorry, go ahead. Can't you agree? Can't you agree that yes, Walt said it, change is always going to evolve and the parks are never going to be complete and this and that. But people need to admit, and not all of them will, and I get it, not everybody has to, but at least majority, that some of the changes make no sense.
I agree. And we've spoken
Splash
a lot.
Mountain makes no sense. Okay? Changing Carousel of Progress makes no sense. There's some that do, but I mean, come on now. Just Disney needs to start realizing that whoever's sitting on that board and say, "Hey, this doesn't make sense."
Well, but
let's build a different ride. Let's build a new ride.
It does
leave certain ones alone.
But see,
this community.
But that's not true, Carlos. I understand what you're saying, but to the people at Disney, changing Splash Mountain makes sense from a what's the word I'm looking for here? From a standpoint of
if you're an outside person looking in, if you're looking into
cultural
Disney,
coddled American.
I don't disagree
Yeah.
with you, but to them, that's
Yeah.
their logic. You may not agree with the logic. A lot of us don't agree with the logic, but that's their logic behind it, and they have an agenda with that logic as their reasons why they do these things.
Walt, you all know how I feel about Splash Mountain. And yes, Suzanne already said it always comes back to Splash Mountain, and it does with me. But even I will admit right here, hand to God, that I would not be this stupid about it if the ride made sense where it is. Princess and the Frog does not make sense going there.
here we go.
Pocahontas would make sense going there.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Yeah, I'd still be mad I'd miss Splash Mountain, but at least it makes sense.
In Disneyland, Splash Mountain is just past New Orleans Square,
which is perfect.
So it actually it'll flow a little better. But in Disney World, it is kind of in an odd spot.
They're doing it because, again, of what we all know why they're doing it. We know why they're doing it. So, yeah. But then if you're going to do it, at least make some freaking sense about it. Put something there. I mean, Pocahontas coming down the slide, going over the waterfall would have been a lot better, because I can't even imagine, the storyline. I know it's already been put out, some of it, for Princess and the Frog. Then you come out and there's Big Thunder Mountain, there's the Country Road. No, it just, yeah. No.
I think it is going to be confusing why it'd be put there. Look, I think at the end of the day, yeah, we're going to lose the ride that's, Carlos, you really love, and I love Splash Mountain. Everyone here, I'm assuming, loves Splash Mountain, but
yeah,
we will lose, the songs and the characters, but we are still going to have our log flume ride. It's the things that I don't get annoyed about, but I find confusing are smaller decisions, and I'm going to bring them up, but I'm not going to talk about them for a long time because I know people will get a bit triggered on it. Are the golden statues. Those small things and the sentimental value behind them and what they're supposed to represent, that upsets me more than something like Splash Mountain. That's just my view, because you're celebrating something that we've loved, that's been there for 50 years. And you represent someone like Bruni the lizard from Frozen 2. That annoys me because, you're not choosing characters that represent Walt Disney World.
Amen. Amen. I don't understand this picking of the statues based on the movies. It's not a 50-year celebration of the movies. It is a 50-year celebration of Walt Disney World. I think this is one of those things, because Disneyland, there is just more of a sentimentality in the management of Disneyland. So when they have an anniversary, it is focused on Disneyland. And I just don't understand. Let's celebrate Disney World. Let's celebrate the 50 years. Let's put the characters and the rides that have made those 50 years so magical exclusively for Disney World. So I agree. It doesn't make sense to just put in random movie characters.
And what happened? I agree. It doesn't make sense because, for one, I understand you want movies that are a little bit more current. Okay.
Yeah, for the younger generation.
But here's my rebuttal to that. I wasn't around, and nobody on this panel, and I don't think anybody in this chat was around when Snow White came out. But we sure know who Snow White is, don't we?
Yes,
right?
Agree.
Was anybody around when Sleeping Beauty was around? But we sure know who Sleeping Beauty is. These characters, you don't have to be born in the time when they came out to know who they are, to love them, and care about them. I disagree wholeheartedly that we have to have all these current characters so people can connect with them.
Bruni has become more popular now than she ever was in the movie. Like, we didn't even know her name in the movie.
I didn't even know that.
I think Walt, you said it once on my stream, and I think Dan, I believe Dan, you were there. These picks were safe.
Yeah,
they were safe picks for the world we live in now. That's what these were. Because if certain statues were made, that there would be a controversy of some sort for any one of them. You look at all these statues, they were all safe.
If it was me, I would have one.
And it's a shame.
Yeah. No.
Because, like Kelly said, and I've said it a million times, it is a 50-year celebration of Disney World. Those 4 parks, Disney Springs, and all the resorts. That's it. Not movies, not Disneyland, not Tokyo, not France, none of that. But yeah, give me a statue that says we're celebrating Disney years of Disney World. There isn't one. Not one. And you could say Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse has been around a lot longer than that.
But I mean, Mickey Mouse is part of Disney World, but also
the parks are all about the characters and the rides and stuff like that. I mean, it's all part and parcel, in my opinion.
And ride
rides
specific, like
none.
Like Country Bears. Like, I mean, Country Bears is is original to Disney World. It was the first attraction that was ever duplicated from Disney World to Disneyland. It's much beloved. Let's put the Country Bear characters in there.
I think Figment is the only one.
I wanted the yellow-tided Afro haired girl from Spaceship Earth as a statue.
I love her. She's my favorite character in all of Spaceship Earth. She was on my list too. I love her. Her sassy little shirt and her little boots. So cute.
Those cool boots. Those Lycra boots.
Yes, they're so cute.
Like those from the 80s. Yeah.
I think it's actually the 70s, but
yeah. Yep, I know who.
She's definitely a 70s.
Dan, we're gonna FaceTime you in November when she's actually riding that ride for the first time. We'll find somebody.
I really wish I was there.
What we're talking about. Never mind. Spaceship Earth. It's in Epcot. It's that big ball.
Not one bit.
If Tina comes off that ride, if Tina comes off that ride and says, "Oh my god, I didn't know the Phoenicians invented the alphabet," I am going to lose it.
Look.
How about the 3 Caballeros? We could have a statue of the 3 Caballeros. Yeah. Tina, we're going to leave you out of the stream for now. We're going to talk about things you don't know right now. We can.
Well, I think too, like some of those, like Rob is always showing these retro Epcot rides that are not there now. Let's put what is it? The Dream Builder. Like he should get a statue because that's part of the history. Oh, I'm sorry, Dreamfinder. You know, things that maybe, you know, Mr. Toad. I know he's over in Haunted Mansion, but you know, he was replaced by Pooh. So some of those things that kind of give a nod to the history would be, you know, appropriate.
Well, they should have had all 4 icons should have been gold statues. In my opinion, I think that kind of. I mean, they're the icons. Why not represent them in some way? I think they could have done that.
I agree.
I think the Sorcerer's hat should have been one. I know a lot of people liked it gone from MGM, but I missed that hat. Could have turned that into a statue. Nostalgia for all the people that missed it.
Somewhere else. I didn't like the fact that it was great fun.
A lot. You know, and the Great Movie Ride. People love that ride. I mean, maybe do like, you know,
a xenomorph, a gold xenomorph.
Something from
that. No, man, you can't do that.
You got Ripley with the flamethrower, and then you got a xenomorph like over the top with that.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm going to smile and nod.
What? Alien.
No.
Alien.
Kelly.
You ever see Alien, Kelly?
No, I don't like scary movies, but.
But you've seen that the character.
Yeah.
That's a xenomorph.
He was at Disney World.
Yeah, he was in the Great Movie Ride.
He was actually...
He was in Alien Encounter, too.
He was meant to be an Alien Encounter, but they didn't get the rights to it, and they created their own one.
Well, he looked just like him.
I had no clue that thing had a name. Just want to put that out there.
Well, actually, I'm not sure if I'm impressed or like, wow, that's amazing. You guys are awesome.
Fluffy Yeti makes a great point. The monorail should have been a...
That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
Yep. We could have put it broken down somewhere. Oh, wait,
Saucer hat says Meg here. The Great Movie Ride was so good. They should have made every character in the Great Movie Ride a gold statue. Just every single one.
Like the singing. I've only watched videos on Rob's channel, but like the singing in the rain little scene. I love that. Wasn't that in there?
That one was another one of the ones I say that doesn't make sense. You could have updated a few of those movie scenes to more current movies and been fine with it, and put Mickey and Minnie's Railway somewhere else.
It's
build. You have land. Build.
The problem is with that is what can you, because you'll need to represent each genre, and obviously you can't overlap with any Universal films, obviously, and there are other rights to it. So it's finding like what can go in the musical genre, what can go in the adventure genre, what can go in the horror genre, what can go in and.
But you didn't have to change all of them, Dan. I mean, a few. You could have changed half the ride.
But how many kids know Footlight Parade, or how many kids know Singing in the Rain now? It's just.
Well, thankfully, mine do because I raised them well.
But that's a good segue to what I was going to say. Is I think.
Hi, Debbie. Thank you for being here.
As terrible as this is going to sound, I think we have got to start getting ready as us that really love Disney and the nostalgic part of it. For disappointment, because as the years go by, more and more of the people that were connected and near and dear to Walt and understood his philosophy and who were there, this is going to sound morbid, are going to die off and they're going to be gone. And we're going to get further and further away from his original view and how he thinks wanted. And these new people are coming in are not going to understand it. I mean, you can teach it to an extent, but things as time goes on, maybe we'll get back to it, but that connection with Walt that gap is getting wider and wider and wider and wider as the Bob Gurrs and the Marty Sklar's and the Sherman Brothers and all as they pass and those things are gone.
Was it you who told me about the Starbucks story?
Me?
Yeah.
Where the girl walked. I walk in. This has got to be the funniest, most ridiculous story ever. I go into Starbucks in Magic Kingdom on Main Street. I go up to the front, Melissa and I, and we order our food. And she goes, "What's the name for the order?" And I go, "Walt." And she goes, "What?" I said, "Walt." She goes, "I'm sorry, say again." "Walter." She goes, "Can you spell it for me?" I'm like, "Look at your name." I didn't say this, but I'm like, and I spelt it for her. And then Melissa got her coffee. They spelled Walter, Walther. I felt like saying it's the name on your tag. You don't know the name.
I would have. See, I'm just that mean. I am just that mean. I'd be like,
you understand the disconnect that we're getting? She didn't know that. Understand the name Walt. Are you kidding me?
It's like the name, like the first name you should know. It's in the place where you work.
Do you get a check or direct deposit? It's on your check. Might even be in your direct deposit.
Oh my gosh! I when you told me that story, nice side. Thank you so much for being here. Oh gosh, you're right in the fact that we are getting further and further away from Walt and his philosophy. We have to sort of just take it as it comes, and things will change, and maybe for the better, maybe not for the better. We just have to just roll with it and just go with it. I mean, I think we're fortunate enough that you can go to the parks, and we might only go on a couple of rides, but I'll be able to hang out with all of you. That means more for me personally, because I can go and meet up with friends and have a good time. And look, do I care if I come 5,000 miles and only ride Pirates Mansion and People Mover the day where I'm spending the rest of the time hanging out with you guys? Yeah, that's me, because we're YouTubers. We are part of this community. There'll be people who probably won't want to do that and want to get on with their vacation.
Time with you.
Yeah, right. You spent like all day with me, like Magic, whatever it was.
I was being nice.
Oh my goodness.
But still, it's like, we just have to roll with it. It's not like we're all not going to go back. We're not going to start going down the street every day and stream every day from the big globe park, whatever it's called.
Dan, you say we're not going to go back, but I'll be honest with you, and I put it out on my stream Tuesday what this trip is costing me. It's going to get to a point where I can't afford to go back. It really is. I mean, this trip's already cutting it really tight. How's the term go? You rob Peter to pay Paul. Well, I'm robbing Peter right now to pay Walt, and it's going to come to a time that we're going to have to literally, Suzanne and I look at each other and be like, we just can't go anymore.
You're right.
Eventually, it's going to happen. It really is.
I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, for me, I had a trip in the plans for next year. Do I think I can get there next year? I don't know. Like it's and it's not like we're never ever going to go. We are going to go again, but it just might have to be longer gaps. But for us, for me in the UK, we have to wait unless you're annual pass holders who go a lot. You know, I've been very fortunate over the last sort of 6 years. I've been able to go every year. Now it might have to be every 2 years, every 3 years. Like that's just how it's going to be.
But there's a double-edged sword to that, and I'll explain what I mean. We love the fact that Universal and Disney fight back and forth with one-upping each other with the rides, this ride, that ride, the next great thing, the next great incredible ride. Well, by doing that, those things cost money. These new rides with this great animatronics and this great technology, they're not cheap for Disney. And now it's a double-edged sword. What do we want? Do we want that next great ride that's going to cost billions of dollars for Disney to create? And they've got to recoup that money. And guess who they're going to fall to? They're going to fall to us.
Yeah.
Or do we want things to be stagnant and prices don't go up, but we don't get new stuff? It's kind of a double-edged sword because Disney is going to go out and do the next great big thing and get that new resort out there, but they're going to make you pay for it. So we have to, that's where the choice comes in. We have to say to ourselves, which do we want?
It's going to come to a point, I think, for me personally, you know, I can't speak for everyone else here because, you know, I'm on the other side of the pond. Do I, you know,
with you, Meg,
go 3 hours to Disneyland Paris where the crowds are much, much lower and not do the, you know, pay per ride rubbish, but just, you know, I can get to Disneyland Paris from here in less than 3 hours and enjoy my trip? Or do I spend double the amount of money to fly over to you guys and go to Walt Disney World for 2 weeks? That's going to come to the decision for me because for me, I need my Disney fix. I really do. But do I go to Paris? Do I go to Florida? Like, what do I do? Like, it's just one of those things. And Meg says, we don't need new rides every year, though I am good with dark rides. Yeah. But
I love the dark rides. I love them so much.
And I tell you what, Kelly, I really feel that after the 50th, once Tron and these rides that they're working on right now are done, we're going to see a hard stop to production of anything else new for a few years.
I agree.
I really do.
You know, people have been clamoring about, let's do a fifth park. I'm like,
no. Maybe not. No. There might be a hard stop for about 2 to 3 years.
There is plenty of things you can do at Disney. You don't need a fifth park. You know, Disney Springs is the fifth park. Like, you can spend a whole day in Disney Springs. That's just me. The food you can eat, the shopping, the experiences you can do, the NBA. Oh, wait, we're not doing that because that's... But still, like, it's... You know, there's so much you can do. And
so are the resorts.
Mini golf.
Your resort
is mini golf. You can go fishing. You can go water skiing. You can go whatever. You know. So
Dan, read Tina's comment. She asked you a question. Well, she asked you and me a question, but she asked you a question.
What's the point of having an amazing high technical attraction when I can't afford to pay the prices needed to ride it?
You're right. We can't afford it, but there is somebody who can.
True. I think Rob posted it earlier in comments that a lot of people are now talking about, you know, spending less days at Disney on their vacation, still going to Disney, but also then checking out SeaWorld or Legoland or Universal because they are less expensive. I know Tina was talking about it on one of our streams last week when we were talking about Genie Plus. So I think it does seem like I hear more now about those other parks than I feel like I ever have. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but I'm definitely hearing that from people.
You're right. And actually, for what I've noticed more bigger vloggers. You know, we're looking at the Tim Trackers, we're looking at the Page and Mr. Morrow's, the Super Enthused, going to places more like Universal and going to SeaWorld. That's what I've noticed because, you know, there's a lot more happening apart from Disney. It's true.
Yeah,
And
but
yeah, I get that.
Just talking for myself, of course, in my family, we haven't been back to Universal in, God, when we got married 15 years ago. We would love to take the kids back, but every year we go look into buying tickets for, because you can and you can't. You can't do Universal in one day anymore. You really can't. Not with all the Harry Potter interview. You really can't. There was a time you could. I don't think. I'm saying this is my opinion. I really don't think you can do Universal in one
I
day.
can spend all day in Harry Potter alone. I mean, I can spend 9 hours there. So
perfect example. My point is, for me to buy at least a 2-day pass, to take 2 days off of Disney, go to Universal, Kelly, it would run my family over $1,000 for 2-day pass.
Can I ask why does anybody think Universal is that much cheaper than Disney? One day at Disney is $130.
That's my point. It's not.
Well, if you look at annual passes for Universal's also so much,
but they're also
less expensive.
But they're only 2 parks. Disney's 4 parks.
Oh, good point.
I understand. I'm not.
Well, right, but
I didn't work for Universal, but I do have an annual pass.
Right, but I'm just saying that's why it's cheaper, is because you've got double the amount of parks and double the amount of water parks. Universal's only got 1. You've got 2 with Disney, and you've got four theme parks compared to their 2. So you're right. I mean, I have Universal annual passes, Kelly, and they're a lot cheaper. But I think that's why. If Universal had 2 more parks, that would be a lot higher.
And it will go up when they bring in that epic universe as well. So,
Walt, but why is the regular passes so much more expensive than Disney's as well? Or around the same price? I don't think they're more expensive, but if Universal only has 2 parks, why are you charging me the same thing that I can go to Disney World for their
Universal's $109.
Granted, I'd have to do park hopping for all 4 parks in one day, but if I bought a 1-day park for Universal and a 1-day pass for Disney, I'm better off going to Disney World.
But I'd like to say it is how I see it. I feel like I've never been able to understand to compare Disney and Universal because they are completely different attractors.
They are.
Right? I agree.
Universal is for those thrill seekers. It is.
Yep.
All the people who go to Florida who want adrenaline, who are adrenaline junkies, will go to Universal, and they might pop to Disney now and again. If you're a family or you love Disney more than Universal, you'll stay at Disney. So they can charge the same amount because they are appealing to those, because there is a huge community of thrill seekers out there. The people who go to Six Flags and parks in the UK which are more towards the thrill seeking attractions, like Thorpe Park and Alton Towers. But that's what I feel like. That's the reason why they can charge the same as Disney, because they are appealing to a different market to Disney. I don't know. That's just me. Meg said, is it appealing? And you put the bananas. I'm assuming you refer that to those little yellow, what do you call them?
Right. Easy banana.
I think that the Universal, again, everybody's different.
Yeah.
When I walk into SeaWorld and I walk into Universal, I have fun. But it still just doesn't compare to Disney.
It doesn't.
And again, maybe it's because I'm a
agree.
Disney. But it's still not the same.
I think it's Walt. I think it's because of what Disney means to us.
It could be. It could be. I mean,
I'm sure
I walk in there and I'm like, this is fun. When are we going back to Disney?
I have to say, when I go through Harry Potter, I literally get goosebumps. I mean, it's so different than the rest of Universal, and that was really J.K. Rowling's hand in it. But it is flipping perfect. It's like you've walked into the book. It is awesome, it is amazing. So I'm just saying that, I mean, that is amazing. I get all the feels going in there. But I mean, Disney is Disney. Disney is a step above the other theme parks for sure. But I was just saying, what I'm hearing from people is that they are going to kind of split their time. And Universal's resorts are super nice. And they're not raising the prices.
No, a lot cheaper.
So skyrocketing.
A lot cheaper. I agree.
Even some people are now going to stay at Universal and Uber over to Disney and save money that way.
We were told by Ron and Meredith to look into it because they just spent 4 days there. I have my car. I can just go stay at Universal and drive over to Disney.
Yeah.
And now I'm paying to park in the parks as well. You know, granted, I'm not paying to park at the resort like I would at Disney, but I mean, money's still money. You're still going to pay it somewhere. But to touch on what you were saying about Harry Potter, I've never seen the movies. You all know that. Stop the bashing. If you haven't done it yet, give me a break.
You're fine. Kelly hasn't seen Aliens, so
I
mean,
would walk in. I would walk in. I like architecture and design, so I'm sure, because I like seeing it on streams, that I would love to see Harry Potter in person. I would love to see that design, that dragon, whatever it is up there, all that stuff. I would. But like Walt said, I'd be there a few hours and I'd be like, you know, like an addict, like getting the shakes because where's my Disney World? Where's
Right.
why am I not on property?
And I think Kelly's right about. Here's the thing, Kelly. I agree 100% on the Harry Potter. It's fantastic. The problem is when you walk out of the Harry Potter area, you go from here to here.
You're back to any old theme park instead of like immersed.
Right, but not any. But that's the difference. You can walk out of a Pandora with Disney, and you go from here. You're still here.
Yeah. Yeah,
except for
I agree.
When are they finishing?
You're still here with Disney. That's the difference. Is that what they did great with Harry Potter? You're fine here. Once you walk out, you kind of go down a notch.
It's the same with Galaxy's Edge going to Toy Story Land. It's the same.
Galaxy's Edge. Walk out of Galaxy's Edge and go to Toy Story Land. I haven't skipped a beat. Mm-hmm. That's where Disney makes the difference, and I think Universal is taking baby steps to catch up.
You know, you look at you know where Hogwarts is, and they're sort of making that Jurassic Park sort of area, you know, a land in of itself, which I quite like. But and they will adjust that. I think things like Zeus Landing and the Marvel Superhero Island. I mean, that's just, you know, it's not the greatest theming in the world, but you know, it's just it is what it is. But the Harry Potter land is amazing. It doesn't give me the chills like Galaxy's Edge does, or what Toy Story Land does for me. But you know, I'm not going to buy $100 umbrella from Ollivanders because I think it's just ridiculous.
I want it so bad.
You're going to pay $100 for an umbrella.
But it's Hagrid's pink umbrella, so I'm just
I paid $50 for a Coach one. My wife for Christmas one year.
I will go up the road to my local supermarket and get you a pink umbrella for 50 pence. And just stick a piece of wood on the end.
Okay.
Okay.
But I want it so bad. And you can, you know, flick it and swish it to make all the things happen. It's so cool.
The umbrella.
Yes.
Okay.
The umbrella. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to do.
Hey, Cynthia, good to see you. Welcome.
See, I think that's where Universal actually is really. I think that's really where they actually equal Disney is in their merchandise. I think Universal's merchandise is fantastic. I agree. I'm sorry, but I would actually buy the umbrella over a pair of ears or a lounge fly, or that's all.
Amen.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
hold on.
You've got $100 umbrella.
Don't go that crazy.
$100 umbrella to $100 droid. I would pick the droid every time.
Okay, but that's one comparison. I can do the same thing. I can get you $100 lounge fly. It's the same thing. Lounge flies. Look, Melissa loves them too. But to me, it's all their merchandise. They're really. They equal Disney on their merchandise. Go in those stores. They have nice stuff.
I agree.
Well, you set Meg off.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sure I've set her off worse than that another time.
She says, how dare you?
Meg, you know how bad that comment was just now by Walt? Suzanne almost came on stream to say something. And Suzanne doesn't go on stream.
See, this is the problem with America today. People can't have opinions. I have a difference of opinion, and now everybody's all of a sudden mad at me.
I agree with you.
This is part of
the umbrella.
A microcosm of this country.
I want the umbrella.
Right there. Women who are mad at me. Thank you. You just proved that point.
Don't come over this side of the pond because it's not any different. Trust me.
Carlos, it's the problem with America today. I don't like lounge flies, and now all of a sudden, everybody hates me.
Carlos,
I'm a Dooney girl, so
I read your
Keep it
comment
up,
about
but-
me shopping. Yeah, it's the grocery store.
Oh gosh.
It's true.
Actually, Mick, I really like the Captain America lounge fly. That's really
The
it really is, actually. And the Spider-Man one too is actually really
you
nice.
know what the thing is, like, so when we do get to Walt Disney World, Hannah really likes sort of wearing sort of backpack sort of bags over like shoulder bag kind of stuff, and I showed her like some lounge flies on like Shop Disney and like some on eBay and whatever, and she goes, "Yeah, I'm not into like the Marvel and Star Wars stuff, but I do like the look of that." So I'm just like, "Oh great, we're gonna my wallet is gonna be emptying out." So
and especially for me, she's gonna go down and hang out because then she's gonna have partner shoppers with her.
oh gosh, no, but it's yeah, but Hannah 100,000,000,000% needs one down.
Agree. She needs it. She has to have it.
Oh gosh. So while we're wrapping up, I want to bring up a big announcement. And no, I'm not engaged. I'm not getting married because I know Carlos will bring it
invitations
up.
have been printed.
Did you see Tina's face? She was ready for it, man.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
disappointed her.
Dan, are you
finally
pregnant?
No,
He
I'm not
finally
pregnant.
popped the question.
That would be a
while
really
on
big
vacation.
I'm
announcement.
not pregnant. I
He's
know I'm
lying
chubby,
to
but I'm
you,
not pregnant.
folks. He's lying to you. He told us off stream. Me and Walt are co-best men. I already said it on my stream. I have the American invitations to print out. We're gonna do a virtual wedding.
I'm gonna
We're
mute
all
you.
invited.
Where's the mute button? You know what? You know what's really funny when people when you say, "Are you pregnant?" So when I left school, we got given like a book. You know, everyone says like it's awards when you leave. It's like most likely to end up in jail or most likely to be a millionaire. I won out of all the girls in my year, most likely to be pregnant.
You know,
I always wondered.
thing.
I always wondered about him.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not getting that one either.
I can't believe I just said that on stream, but whatever.
Me either. Change the subject, Daniel. Fast.
Yeah, we'll change the subject.
Big announcement.
Big announcement.
Big announcement.
Some of you may know. I've said off stream and whoever going to watch the replay. But Hannah and I, if you don't know, Hannah is my other half. She's been on stream one time, a while back. But we have decided to move into an apartment, which is really exciting. It's a big step. It's something big in our relationship with moving, which sadly means that all of this and I was going to move the webcam, but then I remember what my bed looked like, and I don't want Pete to come on and start having a go at me.
Oh, we've seen it worse. Come on.
No, it's bad. Everything here will be changing. I've been sitting here for a long time. If you may remember, I used to live somewhere else very, very briefly, and where I was, it was like a really weird setup. But this is all going to be changing, and there's going to be a lot of change to this show. I've been doing this show for about 3 years, coming up to 3 years, which is kind of crazy. And I won't be able to do it as often as I won't be able to do it every week, which is really sad because I love doing this show. I've had a lot of sort of memories and great things on this show, amazing laughs, and I've probably been doing this longer than most people. And it's not like an end of the show. This is not the last ever show. This is just it's going to be maybe not every.
This was the last one. Sorry.
No, it's not going to suck. It's not. No.
I said if this was the last one.
No, it's not. It's not the last one. It's not the last one. No, it's not the last one at all. It's just more of with all the moving and the changing and sort of trying to get settled into my new place. There's going to be a couple of weeks where I will be sort of taking Saturdays off. And it's just going to be a little bit sort of more difficult to do these streams, especially as it's getting sort of later at night. It doesn't mean I'm stopping because I love doing these, and this will not be the end. And it's just it's an exciting change for me and growing up, and I want to do more sort of vlogs as well, but things will be changing. So will there be we get the key next Friday, so Saturday is going to be big, lots and lots of moving, lots of shopping. So will there be a stream next weekend? I don't know. I think the main thing is just feel free to stay subscribed and, see when I schedule a Fiasco. It'll always be the same time. It'll always be Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. So, but that will be the time. But it's just going to be quite, maybe not during these next couple of weeks. But yeah, we will see. Things are going to change, which is kind of sad because, I love doing this whole setup and change it and whatever. But yeah, so it's kind of like good, but also kind of like it's good and bad news. Not bad news because it's not finishing. It's not the end. It's just changing, which is kind of weird because this whole show we've been talking about change. Wow, this is really weird.
Exactly. Congratulations, Dan. We're so happy for you.
Thank you.
Walt's getting an issue.
Walt's getting really upset. He's like my brother. He's like,
Walt's getting
he's getting a tissue.
I don't want to talk about it.
You know what
Saturday Disney
it makes me
Dan.
so happy. It makes me so happy to hear all of this, Dan. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we're one step closer to the wedding, and I will be right eventually.
Carlos is going to be the first advocate to ask Hannah if we can broadcast the wedding on YouTube.
Yes, with all your chosen family on this side of the pond.
Daniel, I will fly.
Whether you chose us or not, Dan.
We have to do a big virtual. We're all dressed up. Suzanne and I.
The day you get married, Daniel, I'm flying over for that.
I'll take you up on that offer.
Whether you invite me or not. I'm going to come over anyway.
I will be the flower. Meg, just for Dan, I would be the flower. We will have our own wedding party on this side of the pond.
Yes.
Meg will be the flower girl. I'll be the ring boy, and Walt will be Walt will be your father on this side.
Oh my
and
God.
We'll
Are you arranging the stage production of Dan's
what
wedding?
am I?
Guess who's the photographer?
Yeah, well, apparently, Walt, I'm in the parking lot directing traffic.
Valet, you're valet.
Kelly, you know what? Kelly's one of the bridesmaids.
What's wrong with that? You're one of the bridesmaids, Kelly.
You're one of the bridesmaids.
I
think Meg. You've known Meg longer, so I think Meg should be the maid of honor, not the flower girl. Meg will be the maid of honor on this.
Yes,
side.
yes.
We'll get. I don't know. Fine. Somebody give me somebody.
I've already planned it out. Adam's going to be the barman. Adam's Land's going to be the barman.
Yes.
Open
bar.
Rob's going to provide the band with John Bon Jovi.
We're gonna have Bon Jovi playing. Yep.
We're gonna have Bon Jovi playing.
Yep.
We're gonna have
we even discussing all this.
We're gonna have
And
songs
Meg's
like
comment.
James Ryan's gonna be the man doing the service.
The officiant.
There
we go.
The officiant. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's good, right? So
Can I just?
I still have no flower girl. I can't think of another.
Can I just walk down? Can I walk? I don't want to walk down the aisle. Whoa! Can I just suggest that you walk down the aisle to "You Give Love a Bad Name"? That's all I want to request. So.
Well, you will be walking down the aisle because you're the the little flower girl. So
Oh, I'm the photographer.
No,
I am the photographer. Yeah.
I can do both. I'm a woman of many talent. So.
Yes, Kay.
Jeez. Oh my god.
Cynthia, that's it. Candy Mom's gonna be the flower girl. Cynthia.
Guess who the MC's gonna be?
I mean, the candy girl.
I think either.
So don't even worry. We got you, Dan. We got you.
Jeff or Chris to be the MC.
No.
Oh my god.
Jeff,
MC.
yeah, Jeff. The MC.
Jeff would be a great MC. He'd be like, I was told to be here by Angela. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm just here.
Yeah, right.
Pete's got to be the MC. Pete's live.
Yeah.
And Paul's handling security.
Because he'll roll down there a lot faster.
Melissa and Donna can cater it.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
Steve can be the wedding planner. He's very organized.
It.
Oh,
There you go.
jeez. I'm so
So
glad
anyway,
that
Daniel,
I'm
you're
so
all
glad
set when
Hannah
you get
does
married.
watch these.
And
And
Carlos
we're-
will pay for it all.
That's
can
fine.
do your hair.
I will rob
Meg.
another PETA. I will find another PETA to rob from because this one's already been robbed enough.
Oh, my
But
God.
Meg is right. We'll get Corey to do all our hairs.
Oh my gosh.
Could you imagine that we all look like
And we'll
Corey?
Corey's not
We're
touching
all
my hair.
worn
I think
down,
his hair's
all
fake.
blonde.
Oh my gosh,
We'll do
somebody
it all at
make a
Steve's
gift.
house. We'll go to Steve's
Somebody
house.
meme.
Wait a minute. Never mind. Let's screw
Yeah, I was
everything
gonna
up
say,
here.
see you under the
Yeah.
bridge.
I'll see you on the bridge.
Oh, that's right, the makeup artist. That's a good one, Chris.
Oh, no. This is just,
Oh
yeah.
my
Dan, you
gosh.
know, we had to. It's not an end, but come on, man. We weren't gonna end it with just. We had
No,
to.
no,
Well,
of course.
I had
No.
to. I had to like. Oh,
It's
that was
just,
good.
yeah, no,
I
I'm
need to do
glad
that.
that, yeah, it's just a big thing, and not the
It is
wedding,
a
not the
big
wedding.
thing.
No, it's not the wedding, not the wedding.
Nope.
I mean the whole moving out thing, not the wedding.
I'm so excited for you. That's a big
Yeah.
step. We're happy for you.
Yeah,
It
we
is.
are.
It is,
Yeah,
man.
so
My
that's gonna be
just
happening in the next couple of
failed.
weeks.
You found your true partner there. If you're,
Yeah.
a decision like that is not made easy. It's
Yeah.
not made quickly. So
Well, if she
I'm
doesn't
really-
come around, and when it comes to Disney, we're gonna have to reevaluate.
no,
know,
yeah,
I
in 6
know.
months.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm really quite
and
glad
taking,
because
all your merchandise and everything. She's got to come around on a.
I'm really
We
quite glad because
gotta stream with Hannah.
she's actually in London right now doing like a big pub crawl, like a bar crawl. Like she's definitely not going to be watching this.
She's doing a bub crawl and this guy's hanging out. What are you doing? Where's Adam? Get Adam over here. We're gonna get you.
You know what? It's funny. It's funny. I hope
Oh, you
Adam,
don't
you
drink
are. Adam, you better be watching this. You came down to London and you didn't come see me.
Throwing
Wow.
shade. Throwing shade right now.
I know it's for work, but still, like you didn't come see me, Adam.
Oh, you really think he was working that whole time? Come on.
No, he was. I know he was. But, Hannah
Yes,
Waghorn, good to see you. Welcome in, Hannah. Thank you so much for being here. By the way,
Oh, look, it's here. Hannah.
hold on.
Yet?
Stop. Just to let everyone know, this is not Hannah.
No, it's
Hannah, I'm
not.
moving
Yeah,
out with.
right.
This is Hannah,
Please say
who's
that.
part of the community. I'm just putting it out that this is not.
No, it's not.
It's
Not the
it's
Hannah.
not the.
The other-
I have that contact here.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. I'm just saying, Hannah Waghorn, you came.
I had
in
to
at
apologize.
Not the
for once.
greatest
I might have to
timing right there.
apologize again.
I'm sorry, Hannah Waghorn, you came in at not the. Yeah, we were talking about me moving out with my Hannah. Not yeah, whatever.
Oh.
Different Hannah. Right. Guys, we're gonna wrap things up. Firstly, I want to thank everybody for being here, and I want to thank these wonderful people who've joined us today. Joyous, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna wrap things
Hi,
up.
Joy.
I was gonna start with Tina, but she's now hidden away from me. But okay, that's fine.
Sorry, I got a brilliant idea. Well, somebody in the chat.
Oh no.
Here we go.
She's
Somebody
got
in
a
the
brilliant
chat had it.
idea. Hold on. Let's just do this. Hold on.
It's not often we see brilliant ideas, so fantastic. What does she got? Oh,
Oh my.
Oh, we're all set now.
We're good.
You
Who
better
had
hope.
that idea?
You better hope.
Meg.
You better hope Jay doesn't walk in right now. What the heck are we doing again?
Hannah Waghorn says, for the record, I live about an hour and a bit away from Dan, and I'm not moving out with Dan. Yeah, exactly. So it's not. Yeah. Love it. Right. So we'll start off with Tina. Firstly, Tina, thank you so much for being here. I know you're very busy with streams and other things going on your channel. Do you want to let everyone know a little bit about you, about your channel, what you've been up to?
First of all, this was an extremely enlightening and fun stream. Congratulations, Dan, on everything. And
Thanks.
we support you in anything that you're gonna do. So as far as my channel goes, yeah, I'm around. I'll be on with Chris Dad Builds tonight at 9:30, and on my channel you can usually find complete shenanigans on Wednesdays at 5:00, and fun friends and a good time. Not that kind of good time, but a healthy and nice good time.
That's what we're gonna do before the wedding.
Good time. Stop it.
What?
Stop it.
You take time for a good time.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
That's when we really need Pete.
Like he's streaming his American football, whatever it is, game with the I don't know what teams or whatever. You know, I'm not even going to go there. But Tina, thank you so much for being here. Please go check out Tina's channel. Always fun having you here, and go subscribe. Kelly,
Dan,
thank you, my darling, for being here.
thank you. How fun is this to be on with you? I adore you. And then this whole crew here in the chat was amazing. So thank you so much. And congratulations. So happy for you.
Thanks. Thank you, Kelly. If you haven't checked out Kelly's channel, you do Spin the Disney Tea. I always watch the replay because they're always a little bit later for me at night. Oh, Carlos has really not liked what I've said.
He's not into spilling the tea, but tomorrow I am Spill the Disney Tea, 9:00. It's going to be my Disneyland crew of friends. We're going to be talking about, they just were able to purchase all those magic keys, annual passes. We're going to talk about that. And then Monday, I'm going over like all my favorite subscription boxes. So Monday brunch with a bunch.
Nice. Go check out Kelly's channel. The thing is, I'll always remember this. I know it sounds like it's like my last ever episode, but one of my the first episode I had with Kelly, I kid you not, we were laughing constantly for an hour. We were doing, what was it? Funniest Disney ride one-liners.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it was the best.
We started doing impersonations. And it was just like that for an hour, and we just had such a great time. It was so much fun. So go check out that episode. That was really good fun. But guys, check out Kelly from the Mickey Bunch. Well, Carlos, because you've been demoted, I was going to put you last, but now you are last in the queue. Carlos, Disney World Freak, my brother, he had the wonderful Walt twins on today, interviewing the Walt twins.
I'll have to go watch that.
Who are really, really awesome. But you also do, obviously, you're Shooting the Breeze, which is always great fun. And
we're gonna miss you for a little bit.
Yeah, I might be around on Tuesday.
Yeah, all right, awesome. I hope so, but no, don't worry about my channel. I want to say something more important is check out Mouse Talk for the next 3 streams, because Walt won't be there to slow everything down, and Ned Flanders won't be streaming. The wonderful, beautiful Melissa, who just had a beautiful birthday, will be streaming on her own with a little help maybe from friends for the next 3 streams. So check out Mouse Talk.
You're jumping ahead of me.
And
please do.
No, I'm just, you know me, whatever. Please I go live on Tuesdays and whenever. You know, if Dan takes too long to come back on Saturdays, I might jump in his grave and go live on Saturday. Who knows? But more importantly, seriously, Melissa is on her own. We don't need to listen to this guy. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, guys, please go check out Carlos. He is my brother. We always have just the funniest of times. He's got a great channel, and Shooting the Breeze is always
we're gonna
one of my favorite nights of the week. Oh gosh. And my partner channel, my brother, my Disney movie review extraordinaire, Walt from Mouse Talk.
Well, first, thanks for having me on. It's been great being here. It's bittersweet, to be honest with you, Dan. I'm real happy for you. But Saturday nights are Disney Fiasco night.
Yeah.
And I'm going to miss it. I mean, I said it earlier. You're really how we got our start in live streaming. I watched you one night, and I was like, this is really cool. We should try this. And you were the inspiration for that. And Saturday nights have always been a blast. Been so many memories. I know this isn't your last one, but the frequency of you being regular is obviously ending in some capacity, and it's bittersweet. It's for the right reasons. You've been a staple in this community, and I don't care what anybody says. You are a huge staple in this community for these types of streams right here.
Yep.
Okay. And that needs to be said because people can't forget that. I don't care if he's over the pond or sitting right next to me. Daniel has been a huge influence in my channel. I'm sure I can speak for others. We love Dan so much. I don't know why he doesn't have even more subscribers than he has. He's absolutely fantastic. I have 2 partner channels, and there's a reason why I only have 2. And he's one of them. And there's a reason for that. We love you. And I'm going to miss having you on a regular basis. I'm blessed and honored to have you and know you. And I just want you to know that. And yes, as for our channel, we go live on the weekends, and we're just glad we can. But I thank you, Daniel, for all the stuff you've done. We'll continue to be here when you are here. I'll be here. I know these folks will be here for you. Been here for us.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you, brother.
Well said. Well said. Dan, can I just say you are the king of coming up with topics for these Disney Fiasco. I mean, your top 10 list. It's always such a joy to find out what awesome out of this mind idea you come up with, and they're always just thoughtful and funny and fantastic. So I just had to say that. I'm just super impressed.
Remember, you're the one that brought Gothic Phone to us. I know a lot of the channels are doing it now, man, but you're the one that almost put me back in the hospital with a heart attack that first night from laughing so damn hard.
I'm
pretty like Walt said, we're gonna miss those. We're gonna. I know they'll be back, like Walt said.
They're not gone forever.
Every week we look forward to. Yeah, we look forward every week to these. Yeah, I don't want to call it a comedy show, but I get great laughs with you, man. We've had some great ones, and I'm looking forward to the next one, whenever that is.
It's just, thank you. I mean, it's hard. It's really it's difficult to explain, but it's just been my favorite night of the week for such a long time, and things will change, but like I said, it's not the end. It's just going to be a little bit less frequent, and I'm pretty sure I've never repeated an episode except for one time, which I did accidentally, which was which movies I'd want to make into a ride or whatever, and conveniently I had the exact same guests accidentally on. I think it was Rob and Adam. So it was kind of I only remembered sort of a couple of weeks ago, but it's been I've just been doing it for such a long time, and I've always loved doing this, and obviously with the moving it's going to be a little bit tricky to do it every week, and but I'm not gone forever. It'll just be now and again, but it doesn't mean that my channel will stop. There are other things that I will continue to do with my friends. Doesn't mean that collaborations will not happen. I will still be doing collaborations, whether people still choose to have me on other shows. I mean, I would still love to do those, but it's just Fiasco Saturday is just a time where it's just a little bit more difficult. So but it's not the end, and that's the main thing. Speaking of collaborations, I want everyone to know that tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, Walt and I will be back for our Disney movie review of Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier, on my channel. So please come by, Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier. It's going to be a really great show. Walt and I will be diving into the firsts and reviews of this lovely epic of Davy Crockett. So come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun there.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be really awesome. I look forward to it.
I'm watching it tonight, so I'll be prepared for tomorrow. Super excited.
Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier.
That was in my head all of last night. I couldn't even get to sleep.
I've been singing it all day.
Please go check out my wonderful partner channels, RobFuz, who's in the chat, King of Retro. He's your go-to guy. If you miss things like Horizons, Jaws from Universal, great movie ride, Horizons, all those rides, go check out Rob's channel. He has them all. Go check them out. The Viapree Project, who do a stream with Gonzo and VP, go check them out. Meg from Mickey's Magic, who was here earlier today. I think she's still here. But please go check out Meg. She's an absolutely wonderful partner channel. Go check her out. And then also my pretty much my family Mouse Talk. Go check out Walt and Melissa, and check out everyone's channel that is here in this stream right here. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at DIZNEYDAN. You can check out Dean over at the Live Place. He is your go-to guy for all your family-friendly live streamers. Over 150 different live streamers, so go check him out. Great British Mickey Waffle and the Polka Dot Podcast. Go check those guys out. I was on their podcast. Really, this channel, you know, I really am honored to have this channel on there. So go check them out as well. And the final thing I want to say, I did talk about it earlier in the stream, but remember, this community is all about bringing us together, and it's all about stop talking about the sort of the little things that drive us crazy and just bring us together for the love that we have, and that is Disney. No matter what the changes are, we still love Disney no matter what. So, you know, just it doesn't matter whether, you know, Splash Mountain goes. I know, sorry, Carlos. It doesn't matter if they get rid of pork juice.
All good.
It's the matter of us being a Disney community where we are, you know, loving what we love, and that's Disney. So, and not Attack of the Clones. Sorry, it was on my mind because I hate that movie. But that's it. Anyway, guys, tomorrow 6 p.m. Davy Crockett, Disney Movie Review. Me and Walt. Everybody else, go check those guys out. Go check out Tina's channel. Go check out Carlos' channel. Go check out Kelly's channel. Go check out Chris from Dad Bills because he's going to be live in less than an hour. Go check out Chris, and check out everyone else. RobFuz. Everyone. So thank you, everybody. Have a great week. I may not see you next week. I'll let you know, but I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even end the show. Whatever. That's just it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Bye.